Hi, my name is Hanah Munger. I'm an adaptive exercise specialist and program supervisor at NeuAbility. NeuAbility is a gym that bridges the gap between rehabilitation and lifelong wellness by providing clinically informed adaptive exercise, integrative therapies, and community support that empowers individuals impacted by paralysis. This training is designed for fitness professionals like personal trainers, group fitness instructors, coaches, and gym staff looking to support people with disabilities in their facility but maybe aren't too sure where to start. For people with disabilities, consistent physical activity is directly linked to reduced secondary health complications, fewer hospitalizations, and better long-term quality of life. As fitness professionals, we are often one of the first people someone encounters when they are trying to re-enter exercise after an injury, diagnosis, or a life-changing incident. Accessibility doesn't always mean inclusive. Accessible means someone can physically enter a space, where inclusive means they are empowered to participate and belong. Disability and wheelchair basics. Disability isn't just a diagnosis, it's also the interaction between a person and their environment. Oftentimes, the environment creates the barrier, not the person's capabilities. Wheelchair use is a perfect example of a misunderstanding. Many people assume wheelchair equals inability. Some people use manual chairs and other power chairs, and some switch between the two. A wheelchair is not a symbol of limitation, it is a tool for greater independence. Our job as fitness professionals is not to figure out someone's diagnosis or to cure them, it is to understand how they move and support them safely. Disability etiquette. One of the biggest barriers people with disabilities face in typical gyms isn't always equipment, it is the environment. It is respectful to always ask before assisting someone in a chair, even if you think you're helping. Unwelcome assistance can make the individual feel disempowered. Always speak directly to the person, not the caregiver or companion, and respect personal space. A wheelchair is an extension of someone's body, so be aware of their personal bubble. The way you speak to someone is also important. Follow the client's lead and avoid pity language. Just as everyone else, they are coming to the gym to train, not be an inspirational story. Phrases like, "You are such an inspiration," or "I don't know how you do it," as well as comparisons to a personal injury, generally make wheelchair users feel uncomfortable. Understanding common conditions. The wheelchair population is an incredibly diverse group, but common diagnoses that you may see can include spinal cord injury, stroke, cerebral palsy, traumatic brain injury, and multiple sclerosis. What is important is not memorizing the diagnosis, it is recognizing movement patterns and adapting in real time. Two people with the same condition can present completely differently. I'm going to briefly touch on a handful of common conditions you may encounter in the gym. Spinal cord injury. Spinal cord injuries happen when the spinal cord is damaged and the brain can no longer fully communicate with the body below injury level. This affects movement and sensation, and in many cases, automatic functions such as bowel, bladder, temperature regulation, and blood pressure. Paraplegia typically affects the legs in addition to the trunk, where quadriplegia affects the arms, trunk, and legs. Many people have partial function, and ability varies widely. When working with someone who has a spinal cord injury, you may notice sudden fatigue, spasticity, sensitivity to heat or cold, fragile bones, or skin that is vulnerable to pressure. In practice, this means pacing matters more than intensity, position matters more than speed, and training should feel controlled and deliberate. Stroke. Strokes happen when blood flow to part of the brain is interrupted. Depending on the area affected, movement, speech, vision, or cognition can change. Most commonly, you'll see a weakness on one side of the body, known as hemiparesis. With this, you will see asymmetry, slower motor planning, balance hesitation, and increased fatigue. Small, consistent wins build confidence faster than aggressive progression when working with a stroke client. Traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury, also known as a TBI, is caused by an external force to the head that disrupts the brain's function. TBIs may appear invisible, but can still affect memory, attention, processing speed, or energy. Someone may look physically strong while managing cognitive fatigue. Individuals with a TBI can exhibit difficulty multitasking, overstimulation in certain environments, and sudden exhaustion. When working with traumatic brain injuries, simplify instructions, use one cue at a time, and focus on shorter workout increments rather than long, chaotic ones. Multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis, also known as MS, is an autoimmune condition where the immune system attacks the protective covering around nerves, called myelin. When this layer is damaged, it disrupts the communication between the brain and body. Because MS affects the nervous system, symptoms can vary widely and can fluctuate daily. In a fitness setting, you may notice muscle weakness, sudden fatigue during exercise, and inconsistent balance. With MS, simple and repeatable movements often allow the individual to focus on quality and control rather than complexity. Cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy, often referred to as CP, is caused by early brain injury that affects muscle tone, coordination, and movement patterns. Unlike some other neurological conditions, CP itself is not progressive. However, the physical demands placed on the body can lead to increased fatigue and joint stress. Common symptoms can be spasticity, coordination differences, and impaired speech. Many individuals with CP have spent their lives adapting their movement patterns, and as fitness professionals, our role is not to correct every difference we see, but to support safe and effective movement while respecting the way their body moves. While the variety of conditions affect the body in different ways, the role of the fitness professional remains the same. Observe how the individual moves, listen to their feedback, and adjust the environment so they can exercise safely and confidently. Inclusive training is not about pushing harder, but smarter. Community fitness spaces play an incredibly important role in our health and well-being. Not everyone has access to specialized adaptive gyms like NeuAbility, which means recreation centers, university gyms, and community fitness facilities are often the places individuals turn to when they want to stay active and take care of themselves. Through this grant initiative, our goal is to help make those spaces more welcoming and more accessible. That starts with education and helping fitness professionals feel more confident supporting individuals with disabilities. Inclusive fitness isn't about having all the answers or turning every facility into a rehabilitation center. It's about creating an environment where people feel respected, supported, and are able to move their bodies in a way that works for them. Through this program, we're working together to expand access to adaptive exercise nationwide by giving recreation centers both the knowledge and the resources to better serve their communities. When fitness professionals feel confident and prepared, individuals coming into the gym don't just survive, they thrive. They stay active, maintain independence, and continue participating in the activities and communities that matter most to them. Thank you for taking the time to learn and for being a part of this effort to make fitness more inclusive for everyone.